What's going on, guys? Hope all is going well. We have a very special episode today. This is I think one of the ones I've wanted to talk about the most, and I'm so glad we're finally getting to it now. The judge will be back later. Nick, by the way, did you appreciate the song that was being played in the intro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go around the horn real quick. So Shine, what's going on? How you doing? I like your I'm sure I won't take it personally.
Yeah, no, you should. It is personal. Yeah, guys, it's your boy Shine Comics. I'm here to talk. With my boy Vaughn. What I'm saying? All of us have a great conversation. I don't like Vaughn at all. I'm just here for the other people in the conversation.
Most don't. No, I'm kidding. It's great having you here. Obviously, we'll link your stuff. If you guys want to put your links in the private chat, we will. Nick, how's it going with you?
Pretty good. I'm Nick from the Phoenix Press, and there was no way I was missing this stream because Teen Titans is like one of my favorite comics ever. It's what got me into it. And honestly, just taking one look at my comic screecher, be like, okay, yeah, he's a fan.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love this. Beautiful. I started picking it up. So for context, did everyone here grow up on the Teen Titans show?
I did.
I grew up on Teen Titans Go.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Heresy.
Well, hold on. Because I remember when that first premiered. I do remember seeing that live and going, "This is not the same." But Teen Titans, the show was. I didn't watch it as much as Justice League, but I was more into the Dwayne McDuffie stuff. Oh man. But did he ever do Teen Titans related stuff? By the way, at any point?
I don't think so.
Damn.
No.
Well, everything I've read from.
Did you know there's only one mention of the Titans in the entirety of the DCAU?
When is that?
In Static Shock, when he goes to that street, he says, "Hey, where's Robin?" And Batman says, "With the Titans."
Yeah, because I've watched a lot of videos. People have we'll get into it. But one of the things that we'll talk about is I guess just real quick is that they kind of with the animated series started getting looser with it because I think there were rights issues or something. Because it was vague if it was the same because they were mostly using separate characters. People were like, "Is this the same world? Is it not?" I leans towards not, but it is kind of fun to think about. If you
have you heard the speculation that the Robin from the Batman is the same Robin from Teen Titans? That's kind of like the fandom theory.
No, that's an interesting. I had never thought of that because I mean one of the main talking points are that the Kid Flash costume is seen in the Flash Museum, and that Speedy when he shows up for 2 seconds in that one episode that he has the Teen Titans design where he doesn't have the hat. But my whole thing is okay. Well, Kid Flash, it doesn't make sense. But anyway. So Teen Titans, I'd watched the show, then I watched Young Justice, was a big fan. I always wanted to read this, and I just never got to it. And then I started reading Claremont's X-Men run, and it was that and New Teen Titans are considered two of the essential runs. Those two especially dominated the 80s, right?
Yeah.
To the point where if you guys
especially the early 80s.
You guys have not read the Walt Simonson, Chris Claremont crossover special. You can find it online. I bought it physically. I'm going to be at a con with Walt Simonson next week, but that is one of the best crossover comics ever. And apparently the reason why George Perez didn't do it was because George Perez was signed on to do, so Marvel was going to do the Teen Titans and they're going to do the Teen Titans and the X-Men one. And then the Justice League and Avengers one was going to be done by Marvel and George Perez. So George Perez was going to do that one. But anyway, we've got off with the rails a bit. Bats, how's it going? So this is your first time reading it. You grew up with the Teen Titans show?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone there late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, or if you're 18, I guess you grew up with Teen Titans Go. But
some are in their late 30s. Some are in their late 30s.
For your
some in their late 30s, yeah. True, fair.
I feel like all the best
I'm in my mid 30s now, but yeah.
I feel like all the best stuff, Sean, I feel like you guys have been getting just the kiddier versions of all the cool shit we got. Except X-Men 97 was good. X-Men 97 was, I'd say it was better than the original. I'm going to say that.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but I will say I did like Teen Titans Go. I'm keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
I think X-Men 97 was flawed, but overall good.
Yeah.
like the first half was a bit sputtery when they're like, for example, Inferno should have been its own season. Like the latter half, when I think they actually found their footing and actually get a freaking storyline. That stuff was pretty good.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that for another time. But Jason Zandberg, the genius of the new Teen Titans is that the roster lets you do anything: supernatural, outer space, melodrama, street level, crime, and comedy. I actually wholeheartedly agree. We're going to talk about the roster, but obviously, so Bats, I don't know how familiar you are with Teen Titans. I'm sure these guys know, but basically, like prior to this point, I think Marv does talk about it, but that it was basically like the Kitty.
I just like that. Which Teen Titans?
The original Teen Titans, it was like the sidekick characters, basically.
Yeah, started in the late 60s, kind of ran to like the mid 70s, got canceled.
Yeah.
So Teen Titans mirror each other a lot.
I did read which comic was the whole storyline with who is the rock girl?
Tara,
like the original Tara, and how she was like Judas Contract. I did that, but my memories are very faint on that.
That's kind of like the marquee storyline for Teen Titans. It's like the big one.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I haven't gotten to the Judas. All right, so you've gotten there. So
that is money right there. That is money.
We're gonna stick to the first 8 issues. We could allude to, but without spoiling anything for those that haven't. Because I've read the first 30 issues. I read issue 30 last night. I haven't. So it's about like halfway through volume 5. But one of the things that I like about these first 8 issues, for me personally, having like always known about these characters, seen them in other medias, read comics with them. I've read a lot of comics with Dick Grayson and whatever, and read stuff with Cyborg, read whatever. What I love about this is how much of the foundational Teen Titans stuff comes in just the first 8 issues. Like, it's actually insane. Like, the first 8 issues go further than like probably the first season of the show, whatever. Like, okay, you have Trigon.
Right off the bat, Trigon.
Trigon is the season 4 of the show, which is honestly might be my favorite. I don't know. I love, but like this, they get to him early, and I was shocked.
So
they shouldn't have that.
Have you read the Terror of Trigon story? I think that's like the second time he comes back. Some of that art, like that George Perez does, is like downright disturbing.
No, I haven't gotten there yet.
He shit like Kid Flash is running through stuff. He like
when is that?
I think it's like the Terror of Trigon where he actually possesses.
No, I'm saying issue numbers, because I'm at 30.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going.
Or is it Nightwing or Robin?
I think he's Nightwing.
All right, then I haven't read it yet.
Because it's like Lilith comes back. Because it's like Lilith comes back.
I don't know who Lilith even is, so I'm back.
Okay. So okay. I'm gonna shut the F up right now.
Yeah,
well, even so, it's like disturbing things happens in this volume as well.
This episode, this volume,
like, dude, how this one kid gets wrecked, dude.
The mic down a little bit.
Oh, it is what? Okay,
the gain is crazy, but no, we'll talk about that one kid death is insane. The fact that was like allowed back then. But I think it's Trigon, Deathstroke. They have Hive. What is it? What are they called? The Fearsome.
All right, that should be better.
What were the villains? The Brotherhood of Evil? Is that it?
Brother Blood.
Brother Blood's not in this volume. No.
It was like it was something cheesy that they called them in this with Dr. Light and
what were they called?
Mammoth, Shimmer, Gizmo. Which to talk
about
how those
the Fearsome Five, that was it.
The Fearsome Five, yeah, I knew it was something cheesy.
Brotherhood of Evil is later. That's why I was getting them confused. Okay. Like, so much insane Titan stuff happens in just these first 8 issues, and then 7 members of the team. Now, I personally feel one of the strengths of this series is how they managed to, in my opinion, juggle a cast of 7 characters and a bunch of villains and a bunch of storylines really well.
Yes-ish, and this is like my major complaints of this, and like especially with like it's so easy to compare this with sorry. Oh crap. One sec.
Kid. All right. Well, that's one of my thoughts I felt is that it balanced the 7 characters really well. Even with the art, like the amount of figures George Perez will draw on a panel and the amount of panels per page.
That's his superpower. He excels at that kind of stuff.
It's insane. It's like Crisis. You obviously, it's the Crisis is to a crazier degree. Like this man must have never slept. Like it is insane. And there was a point I think where he's drawing 3 team books a month for one point in his career. I don't know how the hell this guy did it, but
so George, how many characters are you going to put on this page? Yes.
Yeah, no, it was insane. He would George Perez, and that was another thing too.
Some
on
of his
top of
Avenger
all that,
stuff was like
is most people like artists will condense often, but like George, I think I've heard somewhere. I'd have to double check this. That like Marv Wolfman said that George Perez would sometimes add panels to his scripts to make the story better, which was more work for himself. And it's just. That's the kind of storyteller George Perez wasn't. His character designs, I think, are great. Some of them can be a bit tacky, but overall, they generally work. Starfire's original design, Raven's original design. Cyborg, I think it's improved with more. How do we feel about Cyborg's original design?
I like it.
I haven't seen his original.
It's very 80s, which I do like.
Character-wise, at first, I like at the very early, I was like, he was annoying, but then after that beginning, he felt like the Cartoon Network Cyborg in
Cyborg,
a good way.
To me, personally, I always liked him. I've always been happy when he showed up. He was never one of my favorites, but there's that one issue, like when he's dealing with his dad, that to me, like skyrocketed him. Yeah, that one too. That's volume 2. But before that, where he's dealing with his dad's, we can spoil anything in volume 8. So when his dad, it's some wonky shit, but then it leads to good stuff. Like when his dad tells him I'm dying, whatever, and he spends his last moments with his dad. Yeah. That is one of the most heartfelt moments in the whole series. But the road to get there, like, all right, so the dad just built this tower and didn't tell anybody, and they lived in it. That is the goofiest shit. That was so goofy when I was because it's like
that was very goofy. Yeah.
That was like I think most of the writing was really solid.
He built a tower on an island in the middle of San Francisco Bay. Like
no, it's not. It's New York City.
New York.
New York. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Dude, they lay it out. They lay out every floor of the tower. I love that.
Yeah, I do too. But I'm like, okay, so they correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I read this, but from what I remember, this tower is in the shape of a T. Somehow was just constructed. Like there was there any permits or anything? I don't know. And then it was just by one guy. Like
he got his permits from Judge Batts. Don't worry about it.
But who built? Like how long did it take? No one. How do you build an entire? Like, okay, so the dad is a genius, right?
Why building it in a T shape?
But no, not even that. Like, so the dad is one of the most, like, Silas Stone is like one of the most, I think, was one of the most brilliant scientists, right? But does that include architecture? Like, like what was like? I love one thing I do love about comic book scientists is they're just good at science. It's like, well, what do you mean?
Yeah. What field of science? Microbiology, structural engineering.
Like Hulk has some. But like, yeah, a lot of them were just like.
With Cyborg too, and what I liked about this is the introduction into the comic, which I don't know if it's on the issues that you guys read, is on Global Comics, and they talk about how like they're doing teens and like for the first time, like, hey, we're gonna make them sound like actual kids, and they're gonna speak in slang. So I guess in comics before this, they didn't really have the kids talking slang that they would age appropriate. But I guess in this comic, it really only applied to Cyborg, which was the only one talking in slang.
Awkward.
Which here's the thing: on some level, I do find it endearing because it's like he sounds like one of the things I like about Cyborg. It's kind of similar to Danny Moonstar in New Mutants, except with Cyborg, you feel like you empathize with more. Is you take both of them have like something tragic where you could be like. Yeah, he's being a dick, but also, dude, like his life genuinely sucks. Like you feel bad for him because he's like, I don't know who has the worst. Well, because they all had.
Starfire was sold into slavery.
Starfire was experimented on, sold into slavery. Raven can't have any relationship. Those three, which are the 3 newest characters, are done so well. Also, Changeling is a stupid ass name. I'm glad they got it back to Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Also, he acts like this. This is to me Beast. Let's just call him Beast Boy. You know.
Yeah, I'm not. I refuse to call him Changeling.
Changeling's not terrible.
Like
no, but it's inferior to Beast Boy though.
It is.
Out of all the characters in this is the one. He is like this is like you could not be any more farther removed from like the Beast Boy we know. This is like an entirely different character.
I disagree.
Really, I disagree hard on that.
I disagree hardcore. I think Beast Boy. The only difference is he's allowed to be pervy to women. That's the only difference. I think he's just more. He's more of Beast Boy. Like
we got to see his house.
He's whatever. Him being rich.
He drives
I think Rich. I think Rich was missing.
His bowl cut. Which by the way, apparently he was modeled after Mickey Rooney. Was
I can see that. Yeah.
So that makes sense. By George Perez, but obviously, so George Perez, Marv Wolfman created Starfire, Raven, Teen Titans. I think they're great. Let's talk about the characters that they. And if anyone wants to chime in at any point, but I think we should just kind of do an overview of the whole cast.
I want to give my little quick overview. I kind of want to make a separate video about that. But my biggest thing with this is like they feel overbloated, and I feel like it's it's probably part of its bias towards the cartoon, but I'm like, I feel like, and especially watching Power Rangers with my kids now, I'm like, man, once you get more than 5 members, it's too many. Like once you have 6 Power Rangers, like somebody gets left out, and the focus starts to go on to people that aren't supposed to be there. It's like 5 is like the perfect amount. And
see, I disagree. Yeah. I like big teams. I don't know, man. To me, my ideal team is like 5 to 8 is my ideal team.
Oh, there are some Power Ranger teams that have like 10 Rangers on them.
See, that's
all
too
the
much.
Auxiliary, like I think Dino Charge has like 10. There's like 5 to 6 main Rangers, but they got like 4 auxiliary Rangers.
Now I'm biased. I love my ensemble cast.
It's main cast. It's not that it's like 10 overall characters. Obviously, you can have, but when you have like a main focal point, I think once you go more than 5, you're stretching it.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I felt they all complement each other really well.
Kid Flash could have been taken out of this.
Kid Flash. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Kid Flash
always he always had one.
He's the odd man out. He's the odd man out.
And then they write him like he's the odd man out.
He's so the odd man out. Like again, in the introduction, they talked about like forming these characters. You notice they all have like a mommy or daddy issue, very specifically. And then like there's supposed to be like the trifecta.
Wally's parents are alive. He has a good life.
There's a trifecta of these different characters, whether like for the females, they mentioned how it's like Starfire comes from this like completely war-ridden place. What's she called? Wonder Girl comes from war and peace, and then Raven is like a completely pacifist culture, right? So it's like there's this triangle. But I would say like Kid Flash isn't in any of the triangles. For the male
Kid Flash, yeah. Female. So Kid Flash will get like when it comes to like because it felt like they were gonna pick. We want 7 characters. We're gonna have 4 newbies.
Oh, John's.
He's just joking. No, he's joking. I know he's joking.
Oh, I love John.
One of the things that is like they had to pick. I feel like they had to pick slightly more. Like okay, we're gonna have the new characters. Beast Boy was like an older. He was Doom Patrol, whatever. Yeah. You had 3 new characters, and then you had 3 sidekicks. I feel like Kid Flash is the like to your point is the odd one out. Like Wonder Girl and Robin are kind of like the foundation. Kid Flash like doesn't run it like the reason for being there is so contrived. To the point where
we talked about Aqualad. We barely talked about.
That's what I'm because he's not in this.
Aqualad's not in this one. He's in the other Titan story, right?
Yeah, he's him and Speedy. So do you, in your opinion, guys, do you think that Speedy or Aqualad would have been a better choice for this original lineup?
Speedy does. He appears at like I know he appears like in a later story.
Yeah,
like remember because he went through the whole like recovering thing. It's like he actually takes the Teen Titans to like Nicaragua or something. They raided.
Yeah, I'm reading that storyline now.
I mean, I like Kid Flash as a character.
Yeah, I like him as a character.
It's just in this team again. They're way
past great storylines.
5 team members. So
because like his connection to Raven, like basically the only reason he sticks around is like he's like, ooh, I like this goth girl, kind of thing. And then
one of the things that surprised me, by the way, about this was that there's like because obviously you have Robin and Starfire have their thing. I was shocked to see that like there's nothing between Raven and Beast Boy at all.
Yeah, that shocked me.
Like nothing.
That is completely a 2010 invention, because even if you look at the
Really?
2003 show, there's some stuff there, but
there's
like,
a lot in the 2003 show. There's a lot.
But it wasn't as explicit as Robin and Starfire are very clearly shipped in the cartoon.
Well, literally from the issue 1 of the comics, they kiss. It's
Yeah, Nightfire forever. I'm sorry, Nightfire is
fine.
Like best.
But are Raven and Beast Boy not that much of a thing in the comics?
They are. No, they are. I know. Well, I know that just because it's historical. Okay, I remember there was like a huge issue with
it.
They're
together now.
Raven. In this initial run, it's Kid Flash and Raven. That's kind of the thing.
But it's such a shitty. Like their relationship is horrible. Like
It's
she
terrible.
emotionally manipulates. That's the one. All right, so I love these first 8 issues. So when I dig into anything, it's me. Let's riff out the little bad stuff and then we'll just gush about it.
Mhm.
But dude, Raven just totally emotionally manipulates horribly manipulates Kid Flash, and then it's it sucks. John says Jericho was the turning point, worst Titan ever. I don't know anything about Jericho.
Oh, you haven't gotten to the
Well, you haven't read Judas Contract yet?
Not yet. I'm getting to it. I know.
Okay,
I know.
like Judas Contract is not only is it the most important storyline, but it's also the premiere of Nightwing.
Right. Now I know that. And it's premiere of Jericho too, right?
Yeah.
It's like the thing as a Nightwing fan, even from issue 1 of Teen Titans, you can already tell his days as Robin from issue 1 are numbered. Like it's an inevitability that something was going to happen, even just from issue 1 of Teen Titans.
All right, so we'll go.
So the characters. So Kid Flash. I think we all agree Kid Flash could have just his important role in this story could have just been shifted to another character in this lineup. He
should have been made a guest character, like a frequent guest.
Yeah, I would have been cool with that.
But he's so useful, though. I think that's the tough part is that he's so useful. That they didn't know what to do with him.
in any superhero comic. Like add a speedster to any.
Dude, as someone who writes it, like giving Galvanite super speed, it's such a crutch sometimes. You want to be careful about it, but like it is so objectively useful.
I also cannot stand reading about heroes wanting to be a hero and being like, oh, I just want to be a normal kid and go to school. I hate that. I hate that character.
Yeah, that's
Kid Flash.
Yeah, Kid Flash is, but like, here's the thing: you have thoughts about him. It means a lot. I guess I'll stop talking for a second. Does anyone else want to add anything to the team dynamics or anything like that?
Yeah, I think Raven is really interesting because he mentioned like the manipulation thing. I mean, she manipulated everyone together for the purpose of Trigon, and I love how once they realized like, oh, it's okay, we'll continue being a team, even though you totally just manipulated us to take down your abusive father.
Yeah. But I mean, for most of them, it's fine because she didn't like make them fall in love with her. Like Kid Flash, she screwed him over so badly, and then she gets away with
You're
it.
Simping hard, man.
Dude, wait till you get to the Tierra Trigon storyline. It gets worse. Like the stuff with Kid Flash and that one. Oh my god!
Of course, John Lombach thinks Cyborg's the best is because he wears purple.
Does Cyborg wear purple?
As a person with another purple superhero, I resemble that remark.
Yeah. Well, no, I did. You know the Twitters.
I know. I trust me. I clowned out of myself.
So I will say Wonder Girl, another again, this is probably my bias towards the cartoon, but I'm like
Wonder Girl
she does good. I like the character design, fantastic. But again, could have not been there. And I just I don't think her dynamic between the other characters just
She has no drama. Like she's in a committed relationship with like just a normal ass dude. She has a career as a photographer. Like she has no issues to sort out. Her life is good.
Yeah, because look, the cartoon, it just had the great duo dynamics. Like get rid of this triangle thing. The duos between Beast Boy and Cyborg, their differences work so well. Starfire of Raven was perfect because he had a person whose powers she couldn't get emotional, and then a person that just because of her race was very emotional. So that contrast, and then you had Robin, who's kind of the odd man out, but he's the leader, the glue that keeps them all together.
I would slightly
plus
disagree.
His dynamic with Slade.
Dude, I'm going to slightly disagree. Yeah. I actually really like the dynamic between Wonder Girl and Starfire. Like I think they're really great gal pals. Like in issue 6, where like her and Wonder Girl, where like she has Starfire be the Golden Jeans girl or whatever. I don't know. I feel like Wonder Girl is a really great because he's learning Earth. I don't know. I really like Wonder Girl and Starfire. I think they're really cool together. I like that.
Real quick, an important question. So actually, this kind of question, it's funny asking just like normal comic fans this dumb stuff from Twitter. Do you feel that only villains are allowed to wear purple?
What does that mean?
Like, like
Joker?
No. Like certain comic book artists have claimed that one, only female characters wear purple, and 2, that only villains wear purple. Do you agree with that?
I don't know if it sounds like a statement.
No, but I'm saying, well,
it sounds like a fact, not like something you could agree.
Wait, you do? What, really? Because there are a lot of heroes that wear purple.
I mean, my hero wears her purple, but she's a female, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Magneto?
No, I can't think of a male hero.
Magneto's the villain.
Hulk. Hulk. The moving the goalpost for Hulk is like, oh, he's a morally gray character.
No. Hold on. Drag.
No, there's a lot.
But no, I get it. I can kind of get that one. But it being a female only color.
Female
Hawkeye,
or a villain or more.
Hawkeye.
Gambit.
The Purple Man.
Gambit.
Well, Purple Man's a villain.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but the whole thing was masculine at first.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing it was a goalpost move on the villain.
Gambit.
Yeah. No, the villain thing I can argue because almost all those characters started as villains, or a lot of them did. But it being a feminine color, just like no, that's not. They've tried to argue that anyway. One of the things
purple is associated with royalty.
Here's why I want to disagree with you about Wonder Girl. Is I think Wonder Girl it's the same way Robin kind of holds the glue. I would argue Wonder Girl almost holds the glue together. She's like the motherly center of the team. The fact that Robin is too obsessive, too whatever. Wonder Girl has the right balance where she has her personal life, but she also has. What does she do?
Get a woman to do the man's job. She's
shut up. What does she do? What does she do when Starfire needs a place to stay? She gives her one. Here's this model chick. Here's a job for you. When Robin is like,
that was all in the same.
Robin and I also kind of like that they made Wonder Girl and Robin because I feel like any other writer would have made them a couple because they're very similar. But I like that they ended up being just friends.
Wait, all of that was from the one
Wonder Girl and Robin
issue
have been a couple
at the end.
Other different iterations.
Like all this stuff you're talking about that was great with Wonder Girl was all at the very end of the volume.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, in the day in the life, because they were they were both very heavily in that. But then you talk about all the cool part of the story that's happening. What is Wonder? Most of the time she gets knocked out. Also her power that she just super strength basically. That's it, and she's knocked out most of the time.
She is very similar power wise to Starfire. They have a lot of the same powers. So on that, I get it. She just has a lasso basically, but I think all of her abilities are really because even I was about to say the combat, but even then Starfire has that too. So in that respect, I get it.
She's a mini heavy, but the thing is, Cyborg is kind of the heavy of the team.
Exactly.
So everything that
power
Wonder Girl
wise,
does,
power wise,
everything Wonder Girl does, other people do. Better. She flies, but Starfire flies, Raven flies.
She's fast, but Kid Flash is faster.
Yeah,
Beast Boy flies.
Yeah, no, I get it. Power wise, I think it was a similar problem that it's different enough. But the Angel had with X-Men is once you started introducing other characters that could fly and do other stuff, they were what do we do with Angel? I think it was but even going back to issue 2, which has one of my favorite lines ever, where they're putting on the bikinis and stuff, and even earlier on, she's kind of like a guiding hand for Starfire and helping her fit in. But even there's that famous line. Well, I don't know if it's famous, but there's the line where Starfire goes, "Dick, I'm so pleased you came." That is.
Oh my god!
I guarantee you, Marv Wolfman knew exactly what he was doing when he.
I think so too. too.
So every time she's useful is when she puts Starfire in less clothes.
Well, Hang on, there's got to be other stuff she does.
I mean, okay. Can we just like take out the bull crap? Yes, Starfire was designed to be tittillating, like her whole character, but like the thing is, yes, but she's so much more than that.
She's all right. So if we go on,
I like Starfire. I like Wonder Girl. I like it's just when you add them to the dynamic of the overall team, I'm just like I would like to edit and get more focus on other characters if you're not adding enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. To me, one of the things I like about a team book is it's in the first 8 issues. Like, again, I'm doing this Phenomenova. Some characters are going to just do bits, but like they do enough to justify them being there, and you get the sense they'll do more. That's how I felt about this. Like, okay, we have our 7 characters. These are the ones that are going to stay. We're going to do that. And that, to me, in that respect, I find that this works very well. I think some of the other stuff about this book that works really well. I mean, there's a lot. I think
Ravager.
Ravager, the worst villain of all time.
Bro, I don't know. I really like Ravager's addition into this early in the story. His introduction was retarded, but
where his house gets destroyed.
Well, the fact that Starfire just happens to end up at she just happens to end up in Ravager's house, apartment, whatever,
and he has a completely reasonable reaction to this poor alien crash. Like, is not at all like that was one of the things where I'm like, oh, I like that it all ties together, but I'm like, it was a little goofy. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, but no, I like the fact that it was.
You go ahead.
No, you go, because I was about to go on a rant, so you go ahead.
Oh, just with the Terminator, it being his son. And then the consequences of what happens to his son, and kind of what then the emotional pull or something, whatever the word is that I'm looking for.
Void.
It now explains Slade's focus on the Teen Titans now.
Yes,
because it's like he forever is going to blame them for the death of his son, and I really like that. Yeah. I think that dynamic is awesome. But,
yeah. And again, Deathstroke's original design is so good. So good. I think it's one of George Perez's best, but Sean, over to you.
Yeah, please don't hate me, guys. I kind of feel like in retrospect, I feel like I like the idea of Wolfman and Perez's Teen Titans more than it itself. Because I just feel like over time, the run is so quintessential. And I feel like, because continuity gets erased so much nowadays. But with Titans, I feel like it's the one series where all of this stuff still actually matters. It didn't just get erased New 52 they did. But
that Red Beast boy.
Yeah,
because the thing you got to consider is basically the best parts of this series are pre-Crisis continuity. Because Crisis on Infinite Earth happened in 84. I think this run happened it started.
Was it? No, it was 85. I thought 85.
84, 85. It went on for a year. But the important thing is, the first 2 to 3 years of this book are pre-Crisis. So we're talking
more than that. It's more than the first 2 to 3 years.
But the thing is, pretty much everything we love about this book is tied in with continuity that dates back to the 40s when it was being made. And then, because the thing is, post-Crisis is 85 to 2009, which is pretty much what we all grew up on. It's post-Crisis DC Comics.
So, so Shine, sorry, back to your point. But no, that's a good point, though. It is a good point.
I feel like, because like what you mentioned about Ravager, because I feel like over time, context gets added to the older stuff that makes the older stuff better.
I agree.
In your eyes.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree.
Like Jeff Johns does that a lot with his stuff. Like for instance, the Rebirth Deathstroke run. Slade's relationship with Grant and Jericho before Grant's death. It makes Grant's first appearance better and more understanding.
Right. Oh.
In retrospect, I think I agree with you on that. The idea of the sun was better, but it's so fast.
Execution.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff getting added, are you aware of the Nightwing Year 1 run? It's
I have it. I haven't read it yet.
By Dixon, right?
Yeah, Dixon, the goat. It's basically, you know, when Dick left the Titans, and between when he left the Titans and when he came back as Nightwing, it's basically like that kind of that gap in his resume. I think he was gone for like a year or something, came back as Nightwing, and it basically tells how he transitioned from Robin to Nightwing. Like there's this really great story where like you know, he's in Metropolis and Superman takes him to the Fortress of Solitude and he has tea with Superman and he tells him the story of Nightwing and Flamebird, the Kryptonian heroes. Like for example, that story was not even on Wolfman's mind when he created Nightwing. But like Nightwing and Flamebird being the Batman and Robin of Krypton, that is retroactive continuity.
Right. That's interesting. That is interesting. But so anyway.
By the way, great run. I love it. It's great run.
But I mean, what you said about Ravager, totally agree.
Yeah, I agree.
It was rushed. He didn't need to die that quick. But
it's also he sucks. Like he dies so quick before you go. He just sucks. He's just not a good assassin.
No. Yeah. They should have built that up better.
The pool party, like that's his ultimate. He shows up to kill the Titans when they're all together at once at the pool party. I'm like, you wouldn't pick him off, maybe.
Yeah, there's much
like with a sword. Like he could have just even just a rocket like.
Also, I do like that the hive was like behind it. They're kind of like playing puppeteers with the whole situation. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to like about it, but I think a lot of these stories, especially with Trigun one, I'm like, this is way too early to bring out a character like Trigun. Like, come on.
Yeah. And it's not even the best Trigun story. It's not even the best Trigun story.
But it was good. Dude, can we talk about what they do, what he is to that little girl? Because that was insane.
Dude, that was nuts. So he like she's like, what's that monster or something like that? And then he's like, what'd you say to me? And then he just uses magic, boils her blood, and then Raven walks over and is like, I'm gonna heal her, and takes on the pain. So Raven's blood boils. She saves the girl, but then Trigun's like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna let that happen, and then bursts her into fire.
Okay, can I just ask?
That was like, I cannot believe that they allowed that.
What the heck is Raven's powers? Like,
that was another question I had too, because in the show,
her powers are so ill-defined.
Empath,
very specifically.
Empath, she has her soul self, feel like a sorceress.
Well, that's kind of what I like about it. She's in this nebulous, like she's so unique in that respect. Also, can I give a hot take? I honestly, from what I've read so far, like her more in the show. Hot take.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Because she's funnier in the show.
She's stale in this, yeah.
My problem with Raven, and this is probably my one critique of Wolfman Perez. Raven is basically like Wolfman's like, Raven is whatever the plot needs her to be at that moment. And that is my problem. Her powers, and I hate characters like that. It's magic, you know, the Force doesn't work like that. Like, I hate it when they create characters who are so nebulous that they can just be whatever. Like, her powers are whatever the plot demands at that moment. She has
at least they didn't take advantage of it though.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't. I think they. But dude, that
actually
scene
she took on some serious repercussions.
That scene with the child is like seared into my mind. I'm like, holy shit! Like the fact that like she takes the kid's face, like, but that is such a great villain moment. Like, it's good, but I was just shocked because this was like an all ages book. I'm like, holy shit!
If you think that is crazy, wait till you get to Terror of Trigon. There are some stuff that happens. I'm sorry.
All right, when we get to that, we'll get to that eventually.
Well, it makes me laugh at the criticism that John Longsbox got for his comic about it being like somebody saying, "No, this isn't what I imagine with Bronze Age comics." I'm like, now after reading this, I'm like, bro, that was nothing.
Yeah, no, first of all, anyone who says that, like, dude, the Dark Phoenix saga is dark. There's a lot of really dark insinuations, even outside of those. To anyone who says like Bronze Age comics weren't dark, it's like, yes.
Have you never Have you never read the Frank Miller Daredevil run?
Yeah,
like that is
all
so
ages, all ages stories specifically. I don't know if that's rated as all ages, but
yeah,
this one is. All ages.
So wait, yeah. What other things were you mentioning, Sean? On your point?
Oh well, we did. I think we I mean, I guess like what's up next on the film? Like I think we talked about Ravager.
Well, hold on. I wanted to let Shine finish his thought. If you didn't,
sorry.
Oh no, I said everything pretty much.
Okay, yeah, because I tend to agree with some of that. Like I think Ravager especially, but here's the thing: Deathstroke. Even just that opening shot where it's Deathstroke standing before the council. Like one of the things I like about this is it like okay, again, the Titans Tower, Hive, Deathstroke, what who are they? Geldarians? Is that what they were called? Help me out. The race that's trying to enslave Starfire. What were they called?
Oh, I don't remember.
The
Lizardmen.
The Lizard Boys.
I know the Tamaranians is her
Gordanians. That's it, Gordanians.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like
the cheesy Gordanian crunch.
And what I like about it is these are self-contained enough, but you know that Marv Wolfman has plans for all of these characters. So much gets thrown at you at issue 1, but it still oddly works, in my opinion, for the most part.
Absolutely.
And I think the chaotic nature of it still works in its favor. Where you go, I kind of want to know more about all these people. Like, yeah, it's crazy, it's chaotic. This is such a mixed match group of characters, but it does work.
Beast Boy's character is my favorite in this. He is really charming. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, he was always off-putting to me. I always found him off-putting.
Yeah.
Really? See, I love Beast. So what makes you what makes him your favorite?
Well, he's funny. Like I don't remember the specifics, but I'm just like there's just like sometimes he's just being like a goofball. He's very reminiscent of the 2003 cartoon.
Yeah, he's just pervier.
I think they captured him.
I completely disagree with Phoenix. He's like the exact same sense of humor, just pervier.
Yeah, he's just not rich in the 2003 one, or at least you're told.
So disagree. That's fine. Just for me, I always found him to be kind of a bit of an a-hole, a snob, the pervy. I don't know. It just seems like an entirely different character. We can agree to disagree. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I think. I think
Cyborg was captured well too, but
I love Cyborg. I actually like him better here. But I like Cyborg in general. I think
Cyborg's just a great character, honestly.
Yeah, the way he goes through, even just like you just feel so bad for him right away, and then you just see him like he doesn't want to, but he even like one of the things I actually like about them facing Trigon as early as they do is because it's what they were brought together for. So I feel like it was always meant to be that. It's not like in the Teen Titans show they weren't brought together. They were brought together for Starfire, right? In the show,
essentially.
In the comics, because they were brought together specifically to deal with Trigon, it makes sense why they would fight Trigon as early as they do. I also do think Cyborg's like ultimately decision where he's like, I have to kind of go and I'm just going to do the right thing. I really like that. I also like how, again, they keep building on everything, how they have the Fearsome Five. I like Simon too. He was cool.
Which one, Simon? Or the brain dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon, I don't know. I liked him in Young Justice. I like him here.
Yeah, that's why he was in Young Justice, not the Teen Titans.
He wasn't in the Teen Titans show, was he? No, he was for like 2 seconds, I thought, wasn't he?
Not that I remember. I remember Dr. Light is. I think in 2 episodes, but
yeah, Dr.
I like Mammoth.
Gizmo appears, but it's like
Gizmo's
really weird because if you watch the show, it's just like a snot-nosed kid. Then in the comics, it's like this old guy with a beard. It's such a whiplash.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is though? I think the personality is the same. Like relatively, like if like I think he's got the same type of like the way he insults the characters.
No, Simon is in the
similar.
TV series. He's totally he's in the TV.
Sorry,
for like 2 seconds, I think.
All right.
Okay.
So he's not the leader of the team.
I'm curious, guys. Like, I want your opinion. Besides Nightwing, obviously, because like we've seen him work. Is there any member of the Titans who you can actually like see is actually interesting enough, you think, to have their own like run?
Well, how was Cyborg? Cyborg had his own, didn't he, for a while? Was it any good?
Like a run that you'd actually buy every month.
Wonder Girl. I'm just gonna say it. Wonder Girl.
Donna Troy.
I think Wonder Girl is probably one of the most misused characters in DC Comics.
What's really different about her than Wonder Woman, though?
Well, first off is she was born. Basically, her backstory was Wonder Woman found her in a fire on Earth, and then she was brought to Themyscira, essentially raised in Themyscira, and then imbued with the Amazon power. So she's technically a human. So she's kind of like a person of two worlds.
Same, but different. You know what I mean?
She's similar. She's definitely
so. I honestly would see Beast Boy's always been my favorite, like probably one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. So, I feel, I don't know. It's just like if a good story is a good story, you know what I mean? Like I don't see why anyone couldn't take a character like Beast Boy, Cyborg, even Starfire, and even Raven too, right? Like I don't see how a good writer can't take those characters and make great solo runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would think because I haven't read the Cyborg run. I don't know if it was any good. I was kind of plugged out. A Beast Boy, I feel like Starfire. I just wonder if it would be a long run. Like I could see miniseries and whatever, but I do wonder.
I would say probably not her. Like because she with how emotional of a character she is, I feel like she would need to be with other characters.
Like another, that's what I feel. I feel like she's a character that works better in a group.
You know what we should do? We should take Starfire and team her up with
Raven.
And Jason Todd.
I also feel like Raven. Yeah, that they did do that. Raven.
I'm sorry. I had to make the joke.
Raven.
No, maybe? Raven. They could definitely do a solo story.
You think so?
No, 100%. Like with her like history and everything, like there's so many different directions you could take it because like it's just like whatever you want to do, right? It's like I don't know, like how did she end up in this portal of the Shadow Realm in Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. The fucking Trigun put her there, you know. Like,
I would say Raven and Cyborg. I feel like are the best picks for like if they were on Beast Boy. I think those three are the best picks of their own. Obviously, Nightwing we've seen. Wonder Girl, like to Bats' point. I think I'd just rather read a Wonder Woman series if I was going to do that. Kid Flash basically is Wally West has been Flash. So
I mean, you got to realize Kid Flash did get his own story, The Flash.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what
I'm saying.
Like
he's the only one besides Nightwing who actually got their own kind of thing. Like actually, the funny thing is, Wally is really the only character besides Nightwing that actually elevated or whatever. That stood on their own.
Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think what was I gonna say? I think that like those are my thoughts. I would say those three. What about the rest of you guys? 1 sec.
Yeah, I would say like as much as I'll retract a little bit on Beast Boy because again I feel it's similar to Starfire. I think he just the way his personality like it just works way better with other people than solo. I feel like he would go crazy. You know what I mean?
I would say this though. I actually think of like this is kind of going a little bit further, but I would have really liked to read a solo Terra series where she's striking on her own, trying to redeem herself. I think that would be an interesting story if they had done that, like in like the late '80s, early '90s. That kind of would be interesting, but that's a little bit further along.
Yeah. So, what about you, Sean? What do you think?
Yeah, well, my hot take is rage bait. Is TikTok will call it. It's like I don't think really any of them could have their own like besides unless it's like a mini like a maxi series. I don't think it would last because the difference between like the Titans and the Justice League. The Justice League is you take pre-established characters and you put them together. They've already done stuff on their own, but like Cyborg wasn't made to be an original character on his own. Like Beast Boy wasn't made to be an original character on their own. I really don't think and I could be proven wrong. I'd love to be
No, that's a good point. That's how I feel about the X-Men too. Like the X-Men are one of my favorite superhero teams, but again, like Cyclops, I don't know that he'd work on his own. He's my favorite X-Men character. Most because they were designed in a team setting, to your point. Even the original Teen Titans were designed as sidekicks to established heroes. So I think that's a totally valid point. Honestly,
I very good point, and I'd say for like most writers, but it's like one of those things. At the end of the day, a good enough writer could take the worst characters and still make a great story out of it.
But can it be like
Animal Man? Look at what Grant Morrison did to Animal Man.
True, but like he's also like an original character where it's like Cyborg is like or Beast Boy and Starfire. They're like so kind of it's hard to like envision them on their own, like for an extended period of time.
Yeah, that's like mini series. I agree with you. Most of them are more like mini series. Like even when you say solo story, I think of solo stories, but like, could I see 100 issues of a Raven series or a Starfire series or a Cyborg series? Honestly, no. And I think that's fine because they weren't created with that intention. But I think to your point, yeah.
Was Dick Grayson Robin created with the intention of the
That's a good point. That's why that's a good point. Yeah. How long did that?
I'm with Bat Sauce. Like all it takes is a good writer who has a passion for the character. Because you got to realize, Teen Titans was brought back by a writer who was passionate about it. Because Teen Titans was a failed thing, and he brought it back because Marv Wolfman was passionate about these characters. So I'm with Bat Sauce here. All you take is somebody who's passionate about Cyborg, passionate about Beast Boy, and they can make a really good run. All it takes is a really good writer.
Facts. Nah, like that Deathstroke Rebirth, like that's the quintessential, like what you just said. Because that
even
like
still.
Yeah, I'm not mentioning the writer's name, but like Deathstroke Rebirth, like that like all of this. Vaughn, I recommend you read it after you like get to Judas Contract, because that pays homage to like all of this.
All that. Okay, cool. Deathstroke. I mean, I love Deathstroke. Here's what I like too is like he's shown up only a handful of times in the 30 issues I've read. Whenever Deathstroke shows up, I love that like you have all these powerful characters, and they're not too powerful to be annoying, but they're like even someone like Starfire. I'm like, oh god, well she could take out Deathstroke. It's like no, not really. Like Deathstroke, and we'll see that later. But I love that. And again, to the point, like I get it, Starfire and Wonder Girl very similar power wise, but it still works. I think the Fearsome Five work.
I think she gets knocked out of the fight like 3 times. I'm not even kidding.
It's been a while since I've read it, so in my memory, she's more useful than she is. But I'm seeing her getting knocked out. And
to be fair, the team as a whole loses a lot of fights. Yeah. Which I did like. The whole team like loses a lot of fights, which again, modern writing really has this problem where it's just like they don't understand if the antagonist beats the hero, the protagonist, the team, or whatever. You're gonna have to do something much different to make him like. Sorry, reverse that. If the team takes out the villain, the antagonist, you're gonna have to do something to give that antagonist some like fear factor in him, because why are we going to be afraid of him when they have an interaction later? He already lost. And I see that in a lot of like modern stories where they're just like the heroes beat him and he comes back and he's like not even really buffed up or anything. And you're just like, so what's the point of this? Give us a different antagonist. I don't know. But they didn't do that in these stories time and time again. So.
Yeah, I think I also one of the other things too. Again, in these just 8 issues, by issue 4, they're already meeting up with the Justice League.
Yeah,
like that's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
They're fighting.
I mean, it helps.
They're fighting the Justice
League. It helps that like a lot of these characters are legacy characters that have connections. Because like Robin has Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, like a lot, like they're sidekicks of the
Flash isn't on the Justice League when they fight. That's a missed opportunity. Again, Kid Flash. What the hell, man? Why is
Wait, so Barry wasn't a member of the Justice League at this time?
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't. He's not. Well, he's not on the cover. I don't remember him being there.
Huh.
I don't think he was. I don't know. Zatanna and Hawkman were, but not. I don't know. Maybe he had his day off, but I feel like that's like one of the things I liked about Young Justice, the show, was how everyone fought their mentor. Well, actually, that's not even true. Kid Flash didn't fight Flash in that finale. That was kind of bullshit.
Have you read the Jeff Johns run of the early 2000s of Teen Titans?
No, I want to read this first. I heard that run is great. I heard that
it's really good. It's really good.
That's like the second best, right? Isn't
the other thing I'd recommend is the late 90s Young Justice run. Actually, I'd say read the Young Justice run first, because the Young Justice run actually leads into the Jeff Johns Teen Titans.
Young Justice run leads into okay. I didn't know that.
Jeff Johns Teen Titans is so good. Like Superboy, Tim Drake, like all those characters. Man,
Cassie Sandsmark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which Wonder Girl do you like better than Phoenix? Because you've read both.
Donna Troy.
Well, that's another thing that was interesting too.
I don't hate Cassie. I don't hate her. I think he's good, but I have more experience with Donna. You know,
that was another thing that was weird too. Is in every adaptation, like so, Donna Troy is such a pivotal Titans character. I hear about it constantly. She wasn't prominent in Young Justice or in Teen Titans.
So
and so it was really weird because I'm like, I don't know much about her at all, but I know she's essential.
She suffers from Tim Drake syndrome. They don't know what the heck to do with her.
She's
overshadowed by so many other characters. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, no problem. They did want to put her in the 2003 cartoon. That was their plan. It just was a license issue.
That makes sense because like everyone, even down to Mas Imenos, shows up, and I'm like, really? But no,
they had no plan to put Kid Flash as the main cast, though. I will say that.
Wasn't the like that last season like they were going to end it at season 4 and then they got an extra season?
That show got canceled because of toy sales. There were no toy sales.
Damn.
It was extremely popular. Of course.
Wait, I thought that was Young Justice. Got canceled.
No, Young Justice came out in Netflix age. Young Justice wasn't relying on toy sales. It just I don't know, I don't know if it was like not popular enough. I think the popularity of Young Justice came like a decent amount of time after it's like airing.
I loved it when I was watching it.
I heard this like one report at the time that it got canceled because too many girls are watching the show. I don't know if that's
bull. That does. I don't buy that for a second.
I was like, oh, the target demo of Young Justice is boys. Too many girls are watching the show.
No way.
Well, anyways, that show went off the cliff like crazy.
Dude. When it came back, I advocated for it to come back.
I did too. And I'm like, wow, biggest regret.
Season 3 of the revival was pretty decent.
It was okay. There were some things in there I'm like, what's going on here? But no, the 2003 Teen Titans show had great views all the way through, but they were selling no toys. And then you might be thinking, I don't remember any toys being sold for that. Exactly.
I think one of the things I wanted to kind of touch on as well. I mean, again, overall, like I love George Perez's art. I think the writing is solid. The dialogue, for the most part, is pretty solid. I genuinely, the storytelling is great. Overall, I mean, I love it. I really, really, genuinely love this run. I think it's
only going to get better. It's only going to get better.
The first issue. Where it's like not really an issue, where it's what I'm talking about, DC Comics Presents, where it was like an out of context, like flash forward. That issue's weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like their first appearance of like Cyborg and Beast Boy and Raven, right? Starfire.
Or it's not Beast Boy, but it's Starfire, Raven, and Cyborg, yeah. But yeah, I mean I love it. I love this entire I think like I was so happy with it, and then even when it finishes on the Day in the Lives, I think this first volume is so solid.
What I love about Days in Our Lives is that you got all these like flashing to the different characters and they're having fun, and then you flash to Raven, and she's like going through like interdimensional torture because she was away from her astral protection for too long.
What was Cyborg doing? Because I forgot his dad died before this. Oh, he's hanging out with Beast Boy. Oh, that's right.
He went to go hang out with some other kids that were also amputees.
Also, I love that.
Oh, see, I love that, dude. I love Cyborg.
I love that Cyborg's disguise is just like sweatpants and a hoodie.
And a hat too. A hat.
And a hat.
Purple.
Purple, yeah, he is wearing purple.
Oh, purple?
Yeah. Cyborg, it was so like that was so nice. Yeah, like all the disabled, like that he finds his role again. I think that was one of the things that really was special about this series is they were able to go, okay, you know what, we're just gonna do in the Day in the Lives, and people went, yeah, I love that. It was after like the
early issues. That issue was actually like a huge seller. I think that was actually that book actually that issue actually saved the series because like. The sales were like middling to okay, but then that one just sold so much that it kind of solidified the series.
That's crazy.
The Trigun stuff was really good. He was super menacing. Like early on, he tortures the crap out of a kid,
and then kills the kid. Oh my god.
So, all right, let me share my screen real quick. All right, give me a moment. It's going. All right, there you go. So we got a cyborg. He's hanging out with his his ex-girlfriend. He meets the crippled and his boy, and then all of a sudden Raven.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Raven just has the shittiest life. Like of all
just
the
like
characters.
demons torturing her. She's like,
I think Perez was like, I want to do my best Kirby impression, and he actually does a pretty good one.
Yeah, there's a lot of Kirby crackle with Starfire specifically.
Kirby crack, more dots, more Kirby dots.
Yeah.
Kid Flash. Oh, Mom, Dad, love you guys. Raven.
Egad.
I think I think like all right, so the Fearsome Five I did like. I think they're fun. They're a fun group of villains. They're kind of like the Sinister Six, so they work in that regard. They're kind of just like a collection of villains. Although, unlike the Sinister Six, like what Sean was talking about earlier, those were 6 individual Spider-Man villains that worked on its own. I don't know if the Fearsome Five really work on their own. Does Dr. Light work on his own?
Dr. Light's OP as shit, dude.
Yeah, I guess. He was in...
When reutilized properly. It takes a good
when utilized properly, yeah.
Shimmer's useless. Shimmer's useless. Mammoth, he's okay.
Mammoth, there's like
1,000
strong guys characters.
I don't know.
Mammoth's
Again,
better in the show.
They're fun reappearing villains.
Yeah,
and Gizmo is a good character. He's a character where he's good in a group, but I don't think he could work as like a solo villain.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But I think that best character. So you said yours is Beast Boy, Bats. What about we'll go Shine and then Phoenix. Shine, your favorite character from this.
Favorite character
of these 7.
Can't use villains, right? Just like the core.
Oh, if we're going villains, it's a different. Or we'll do villain after.
Okay, yeah.
Because we know villain is an easy. I feel like an easy one.
I'll be honest. I feel like Deathstroke's more interesting than all of the core Titans, but
Deathstroke is to the point where I'd almost argue in the DC universe in the modern day, Deathstroke almost in pop culture wise has had a bigger the Titans. I feel like have kind of been. Are they even that prominent anymore? Deathstroke is one of those weird cases where he's
got really cool design.
He's almost really surpassed the Titans in terms of popularity.
People think he's a Batman villain, like mainstream people.
Yeah, that's how I first discovered
the video games. That's why.
Yeah, I first discovered him through the Arkham series. Then I was like, wait, he was a Teen Titans villain? And then I was like, oh, Slade was Deathstroke? What?
I mean, Teen Titans they're still prominent. They're trying to get a Teen Titans movie.
Right, but most people think of it, but that's because of the Deathstroke. You look at Deathstroke and he's still being prominently featured. Like you said, people think he's a Batman.
The point is this run is still the basis
for everything.
Like the Titan TV show that we haven't mentioned yet. That is heavily inspired.
Yeah. Plus, he was made as a Deadpool was made as a counter to him from Marvel.
I love that he's saying that isn't the case now. He's lying his ass off.
Yeah, Rob, is he saying that?
Yeah, by the way, so you want to know who my favorite character from the series is? You want to know?
Nightwing. Okay, but we're talking these first 8 issues.
Robin.
But is it still Robin? Okay, that's a good pick.
Boy in his tidy whities.
Well, Sean, but what about of the 7?
Also, just wanted an excuse to show this off. So.
Sean, of the 7 characters here, who was your favorite?
Yeah, I'd say. I guess I'd say Cyborg. I'll say. I guess I'll say Cyborg.
Cyborg's a good pick.
Cyborg's good. Yeah, he's a good pick.
He is. I struggle with this. One of the things I like about this is the way it balances the characters so well. For me, because Dick Grayson, on his own, Dick Grayson is probably my favorite of the bunch. If we're talking the context of this series, at least these 8 issues. I mean, man, Starfire and Cyborg. I have to pick between.
Cyborg's also going around and being like, "Hey, numbnuts," calling people shit the whole time.
One of the things I love is Cyborg, the things that make him annoying are also the things that make him. You can't hate him because he's he has every right to be pissed off when he's pissed off. You can never get mad at him because he'll call out something that he thinks is stupid. Like, you got to look at his life sucks. He got put through. He's now just trying to live a normal life. He can't. Now he's being emotionally manipulated by Raven. Now he's being dragged to another dimension. And he's finally like, you know what? Screw this. I like you guys. We're going to fight this out. And I think he has probably one of the best arcs for that reason.
I will say,
volume.
It's like, it's they're trying to do the thing with the thing, right? Where it's just like people see him and they're like horrified, right? But I'm like, would people really be that horrified at the sight of Cyborg?
Yeah, he's not that like bad.
It's not that crazy. It's kind of
like especially
overreaction much.
Like if it was a world that was like didn't have superhumans regularly, like yeah.
You telling me a girl wouldn't get excited with the attachments?
You probably would, honestly.
Leave.
No. He's got listen. If we're being realistic here, I mean,
as realistic as a hot alien princess and
by
as
the
a
way,
demon goth chick from hell.
I forgot about this. I forgot that, like, because I'm so used to seeing him with like jetpacks and shit like that. I forgot he used to just have like really strong legs, just jump really high. Like, he
could leap over tall buildings in a single.
No, he could though. Like I was reading like issue 30, whatever. There's a part where he literally jumps to Titan's Tower from New York. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
Whoa! That's actually that's a feat.
Well, yeah.
That's like what? Like
it was
like
feet who got him there.
2 miles, a mile or two.
Good one, Beth. I thought of that too. I'm not gonna lie, I did think of that. Man, I mean, overall, dude, this is like I adore this story.
Cyborg, did you get your pleasure upgrade?
What else?
I will say, Raven's mother was pretty blah and kind of I just wish there was something else going on there.
I think she was fine enough.
The problem is Raven's mother isn't really a character in her own right. Her whole entire existence is to serve as Raven's plot. She is not a character in and of herself. She's a plot device.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it ends. She sacrifices herself. I don't know. And I think it goes a little bit, into what Nick was saying about with like, the magic just does what you want. And that's kind of all of Azeroth.
You know what I do like?
Feeling that in a bad way.
Because, again, you didn't see this in the show, the whole Azeroth that they're like basically saying, where it's basically the argument almost against pacifism, I actually thought was really, really interesting.
Well, where pacifism is fucking retarded.
So. Well, that's my point. Is where it's like,
I think that's what was annoying me. Is like you got these people who are like, no, we can't harm anything, and we're like, we don't care. Bajillions of people die.
Yeah,
we're doing the right thing. Or like,
if you're the
shut up.
It's just a punch to the face.
You all need to be in a mental institute. Like, stop.
Well, they're in a cult. They're literally in a cult.
Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of writers try to do that. Be like, like, oh, we have such a hard decision to make because these people are pacifists, and how do they do this and still be pacifists? I'm like, well, just fucking kill them. I don't care. Like, pacifists are annoying, like, to an extent.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think that's one of the things I thought was directing it head on. It wasn't just like, we're going to do their own thing. It was like, you need to take a stance. And because they don't, the mom is forced to take a stance. And it just it almost like shows like how it's kind of bullshit. And I liked that personally. I really did.
Yeah. Admiral Austria fucking kills pacifists.
Admiral Austria.
If you want peace, prepare for war.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they make it,
of course.
Yeah. If they make the Teen Titans. I think. What do you think about the Teen Titans not being teens, too?
I mean, then they're the Titans. I mean. It's in the comics. Like, whenever they get too old to be the Teen Titans, they just drop the teen and call themselves the Titans.
But they're too old in this.
How old are they?
They're not teens. They're not.
Are they not 18?
I guess that.
No, I think that was like big part of the controversy of like in the historical controversy with the Teen Titans is their age and like
that's why
insinuation of them having sex. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
Oh yeah, because there's that big scene. I think again I'm referencing Terror of Trigon where they flash to like Dick and Corey are sharing a bed you know, and it's like that was a huge controversial scene. Like, oh my god, they're sleeping together.
Really?
Yeah, that's like I've definitely seen some people make some videos about talking about that controversy.
Well, that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think overall, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I agree. Never drop the word. Even if I don't care if they're in their 40s, they're still the Teen Titans. You know.
I don't know. Like the Titans run of the late 90s is pretty good.
Was it good?
Yeah, they basically kind of X factored it. Where like, you know, they had the original cast of them become like the Titans, and they still had the team. Well, it was Young Justice at the time. Like Titans was like the X factor, if you will. Sorry, there's so many Teen Titans X-Men parallels. There's so many.
Yeah, I mean, I just there's does anyone I'm trying to think of like what, because like again, George Perez's artwork is great. The way he draws Starfire, the best. The way he draws everyone. Really, the way he draws everyone is great.
I mean, have you seen the model that Starfire is based on? Like, it's a very.
She's based on multiple, isn't she? She's based on what I've heard. She's based on like Red Sonja, I think 2 different models, or like Red Sonja, a model, his wife, and a stripper. I think were like the 4 inspirations.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say I always thought she was orange.
I think Iris Chacon, I think, is like was a big one. Because if you see Iris Chacon and you see her like just looking at the hair, like yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, 80s hair was in. But one thing I like about this that almost makes it feel timeless is the fact that, like, okay, if you look at the hairstyles, like Robin is clearly clear. Yeah, I could definitely see it. Like Robin is clearly drawn. Like he's still somewhat modern, but he has that old school look. He's like drawn kind of like Burt Ward, you know, it works.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You know, then you have Beast Boy has kind of an old school look, but he doesn't talk like someone from the 50s, which is interesting. Like he has like that 50s like bowl cut or whatever, but then he talks like a teenager even now.
I sent you a picture on Twitter, by the way.
Let me see. Yeah, no, I think I've probably seen this.
Well, yeah, I mean that was a big thing in the introduction of this, is them talking about how teens in comics don't talk like teens, and they made a very big effort to make them sound like they were teens in this, speaking in modern time.
Yeah, and I think so. You think Cyborg is I think Cyborg and Beast Boy.
Cyborg was the biggest one. It was the most slang.
Yeah,
very noticeably.
Yeah,
I mean, Beast Boy also had some slang in there too.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was mainly those two. Yeah,
those two for sure.
Robin's pretty straight edge.
Same with Wonder Girl; they're both pretty straight edge.
Yeah, and then Kid Flash is useless.
Do you really not like Kid Flash?
I was like, there's so many main focal point characters here. I'm like, what's he doing? And he was simping the whole time. Then you find out that he was the entire time he's being
that was
and then okay, then he's just like, we're crying.
I don't care if you were emotionally manipulating me. I still love you.
No, he's like, Then he's like, I want to go to college, but I still love her. But I want to go to college. And I'm like, and then at the end, the day in the life when he's like with his mom and dad and like, oh, you guys are so great and supportive and love me, and I'm like, fuck you.
Kid Flash, he definitely
such a loser.
He definitely has
Von Coleman energy.
No, why would it? No, what?
I'm fucking around.
No, Kid Flash. This whole thing with him being one foot in, 1 foot out. It's like an interesting start, but it gets old. It wears thin, and then also the Raven thing.
What does he want to go to college for? Like, he never talks about what he wants.
Dude, like that's another thing too. Like, if you have,
I just need to go to college.
That was another thing too. Like, if I had those powers before I would never go to fucking college.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go to college either way, so.
Right, but like if you have those kinds of power, like I don't understand why Wally would do that. What else? What was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about? Because there's so much in here.
Like, have you guys seen the live action TV show, like the series they did?
No,
I haven't.
I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, that's Hooker,
Hooker, Starfire, come on.
They made her a hooker?
No. Wait,
They put her in
what?
a hooker
Did they
costume.
not?
Season 2 onward, they gave her better costumes. But like,
But she
some of the
looked like a
costumes-
hooker for the costume, right? It was like a
I
real
will-
low class.
The
She was
Robin
human.
and the Robin and the Nightwing costume.
Wait, she's a human, and have you watched the show?
No, but I remember the trailer. She was human.
No, she just.
Right?
I think.
No, she's
No
Tam
way.
Rainey. She's Tam Rainey. But they
Oh.
basically made the Tam Rainey's black for some reason.
Oh.
So they're not orange.
Well, they're gold.
Her hair glows orange when she does her stuff. It's really
See, that's the problem. Like, I don't care about the ethnicity of the actor at all.
They
That's
don't want
irrelevant.
money for CGI. They don't want like their
No, even then, just wear makeup.
right. I don't know.
Yeah, it can't be that much to paint.
like,
Yeah,
have you
like-
seen some like black girls cosplaying Starfire and they
Dude,
like
dude,
paint
they're-
their skin orange? They look
Right.
amazing.
Yeah, there's tons. That it does. It's literally just wear the costume.
Just go to your local Costco, get a fuck ton of Tang, and just slather it all over your body.
That was bad. That's
Raven
Batman
looks
Kills just to
stupid.
be exited. Yeah.
There was that edgy line in the trailer of
Fuck
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 Batman.
Batman.
"Fuck Batman." Yeah,
I will say though, some of the costumes are amazing. Like the
In season
Nightwing
2,
costume,
right?
the Robin costume, the Hawk and Dove costume.
The Red Hood one looks cool.
Whoever was a costume designer, holy shit, did they go hard?
I think.
Like- The Nightwing costume is probably like the best costume I've ever seen for any superhero.
there, sharing my screen.
This one. So this is it. Yeah, I definitely see it.
I'm
Yeah.
sharing my screen too.
Let's see this. Yeah,
Like, come on, dude.
it's so bad.
Like, come on.
You
what
should
is
read
this?
They
like
and in the show's defense, they did put her in a better outfit in the later seasons.
Okay, but
I don't even like to show the outfits in the later season because then she looks like a Power Ranger. She has like I don't know. It's weird.
Too much.
oh,
Also,
Beast Boy had green
Starfire
hair.
is supposed to be
Beast-
wearing.
Beast Boy
Starfire
had
is-
green hair.
Well,
That was
he has
it.
green hair in the comics. Too.
No, but he had no green skin.
So he just has green hair.
He just had green hair.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse. So Beast Boy only can transform into a tiger. And that's like a couple of times. Like they mostly just train him like a Robin. They basically treat him like a Robin. You know, because he
Wow.
hardly ever transforms. But he only can transform into a tiger because I guess the CGI, like we only have one model. That's the only one we have.
Is Cyborg in the show?
No,
No.
they,
No, it's even worse.
they put him on
so they
Doom
do-
Patrol, didn't they?
Yeah. So they do
Oh
a
my
Doom
god, they
Patrol
got the
episode,
worst actor for Doom Patrol in that one too.
like,
sorry,
they
keep
do
going.
it- they, like,
Why was he
Small
bad as Doom
side-
Patrol?
Wait, sorry, Nick. Yeah, go.
So they do a Doom Patrol like backdoor pilot, okay? And so Beast Boy is Doom Patrol. So they do a Doom Patrol series, and Beast Boy is not even in it, but they basically have Cyborg be the Beast Boy stand-in.
Yeah,
And,
it
like-
made no sense. And
What?
the actor looked so bad. He just did not. And then he
I'm
just,
looking at
it
it
just-
now.
It just was not. It was not Cyborg. I mean,
The costume looks cool though. Like if he just doesn't look like Cyborg.
It
But I
just
kinda
yeah, it
like
wasn't. He wasn't big enough. It was just there was so much just wrong of just looking at him. And
I want
then
to share this. This is
it's
funny.
like it was like just as
Yeah.
bad as like the movie.
I can
Cyborg.
share, or you can. It's if you
Um,
wanna share.
Vaughn,
I
I
will
sent
say,
you another
I
image on Twitter.
I didn't mind half of Doom Patrol. Like half of the show was actually pretty decent. I didn't finish it, but
Dude, it was,
fucking Christ! Oh my god,
He
it's worse
looks
than I
so
remember.
uncomfortable.
It's
He looks
worse
so
than I remember.
uncomfortable.
That's
He's so
funny.
short. He's so short. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
you're not blocked, Jim Alaska. We're trolling.
Yeah, no, I mean it's because Doom Patrol, it's all these people that have like powers that kind of fuck up their life. But also like you had Robot Man. It's like you have Cyborg who's only half robot, and then
Crazy
you have
Pete.
Robot Man that's pretty much just completely fucked as a robot. I'm like, why am I supposed to care about
Oh, wait.
Cyborg's
Oh, I
plights?
forgot. That's the next one. Oh my god, so much good stuff happens in this volume, but then it continues. Again, the foundation is so solid here. Like Ravager, you can argue that's rush. You could do nitpick, but what it does well, it does so well that like any negatives, it's like, you know what? It's fine. And the Trigon stuff. Remember, there's that one issue. I think it's is it issue 5 or issue 6, where so much happens in that one issue So it's the one with the creature on the.
Well, because they're fighting the Justice League and everything, right?
No, it's the one after this one. This one issue, there's they cover so much ground in this issue from what I remember.
Yeah.
It's great. But all right, again, this is like the group shots. Like this is such a great team. Like, yeah, all right. Is it perfect? No, but it doesn't need to be. It's a really solid lineup, and I really like it. Oh, wait, Kurt Swan did that issue? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't really look like Perez.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. I've seen better costumes at Spirit Halloween. Yeah.
Again, the Nightwing costume's amazing. I sent you some pictures.
Yeah, but that's such a low bar. Like out of costumes to
first of all,
make.
If you don't have the budget to do fucking Cyborg, Starfire, Raven, then don't put them in the show.
And if you're not going to put them in the show, don't make the show.
That's a good point. Don't make the show.
But yeah, it's like also like making a Red Hood costume. I have a Red Hood mask, and it looks
you just need
crazy
a leather
good.
jacket.
You just
like
you get a brown leather jacket and a black t-shirt, cargo pants. Done.
And that's it.
and then you get some vaguely armor-esque padding, and you put like a red bat on there.
You don't even need the red bat. He didn't even have that until more recently. You could even just like that's how easy it is. But I mean, overall, God, I mean, it's just it's weird because I feel like I could gush about this for hours, but we covered so much. I'm ready whenever you guys, because we can keep talking, but I feel like I love it.
Volume 2 to go through next.
I love it.
The fact that they're still mining this series, like the series is still this is almost, how old is this? Like 40, 50 years old at this point.
Well, a big part of that is the revival
46.
through the 2003
This came out in 1980, so 46.
So almost 50 years old, 50 years on, and this is still like the basis. Like not even the X-Men. Like X-Men, I think probably like X-Men 97 is kind of the basis for which we think of. But like still, when we think of Teen Titans, we think of this team.
Yeah. I think like so this, if you guys ever want to come back touch volume 2, we can. What? What are you talking about, Jim Alaska? You're not blocked.
Damn.
If you were blocked, you wouldn't be here. Hang on. Now is he just gaslighting? Because now I'm looking at him. This is insane. If he's
here, I'm gonna block him real quick.
He's not blocked. What are you talking about?
He's not
Alaska? Blocked.
Black?
But does he look like a bitch?
What happened if someone accidentally talks about volume 2? Vaughn shoots the guy? No.
I mean, with as much time as I brought up Terror Trigon, I should be full of holes.
Yeah.
It's Terror volume 2, I guess.
No, Terror is not volume 2. It's not even. It's not. I don't know where it is, but it's not. Probably not anywhere recent. Anywhere nearby. Yeah. So I think this is, but I'm overall just, I think this whole first volume is great setup. Again, it's back to back to back good stories, really builds out the foundation, then has a really solid first storyline against a huge threat of Trigon, right? And then only to come back and have a day in the lives. Like that is such a perfect first 8 issues. And it's like, and then it just keeps going. It's great. But I love it. I think it's one of the best starts. I'll go ahead and say this. Chris Claremont's X-Men run, which I've read more of, has a rockier start than Teen Titans does, in my opinion. Because, okay, so Giant Size X-Men #1 is perfect. But if you look at the first villain they fight, it's like Count Nefaria. Then they fight this like statue in the woods. That was kind of goofy. And it took a bit to really get... Magneto doesn't come back until like 104, right? Like 10 issues into the run or something like that. Juggernaut is like after issue 100.
By the time Magneto comes back, haven't they introduced Phoenix?
What are you talking? Get new mods. This guy's an a-hole. What are you talking about? He's gaslighting.
I thought that was a nota.
There's no way. No, are you? What?
I
Might
don't
be
know.
YouTube. Yeah, are your messages not showing up? Is like, are you being serious? Because I thought you were just trolling. Because YouTube does YouTube do that? Do they delete messages?
They're
Yeah,
showing
they
up.
can.
I
Yeah,
see them
they
though.
can auto censor. Like if you see something super
How do you turn
spicy,
that off? Is there a way to turn that off?
Well, if he's trying
possibly,
to put links, he's not a mod. I mean, you can mod him, but that's probably dangerous because he's probably trolling you right now.
Oh god, he puts a link to Two Girls One Cup in the chat.
Yeah. See, all right. All right. So anyway, I think like that the whole thing is the trajectory of it is just really solid. I think it's one of the best. I think it's a better introduction. I'm going to say this than okay. YouTube shadow censors chats. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you, YouTube. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see my viewers' contributions, but I think it's better start than Chris Claremont's X-Men run, and that's saying a lot because you know how much you praise that run. But it is, it's you get right into it. It's easy to start. It's easy to understand. If you've never heard of the Teen Titans, it's easy. If you have heard of the Teen Titans, it's a growing show. It's great. You go, oh, so that's where that comes from. That's where that comes from. But you get to see it different enough. I think it's one of the most perfect starts to a series ever. I love it. I
will say
love it to death.
It's probably a problem just with the comics of old is that just a lot of saying what's already on the panel.
Yeah.
And then just like
I did notice
you can
that.
cut out like half of the words in this and it would still be the same, just more concise.
I do agree with that. They're like, he crashes through a wall, and you see him crashing through a wall. It's like, we know.
That's why it took me so long to read this. I read because I was like, oh man, it's taking me a really long time to read this. It's really long. I read another 200-page comic in a day just the other day. And I'm like, yeah, there's way less words. It was monstrous.
How was it? Is that good?
No, it wasn't terrible. No, it wasn't terrible. I got recommended it. I don't know if you heard about it. I got recommended it some on YouTube. Art looked dope. But looking at the art was nothing great. It was like more like the vibe of the art was really dope. The dark fantasy appeal in there. But no, it's just like the more and more you go on here, like, wow, there's like no male characters at all. Like none. And it's just all women. And then you're like, then you start to realize, oh, this is the key to the girl is the key to everything character, and then you're like, oh, the monster inside her. Oh, we're eventually gonna learn empathy for the monster, even though the monster like murdered kids. Cool. I'm out.
That's yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone needs a redemption arc. Yeah. No, not the villains are bad here. I like that.
Yeah,
they are not good people here.
Yeah, can you imagine trying to redeem Trigon?
Yeah,
they would do that today. Dude,
guys, don't you know Trigon is just misunderstood, okay?
Yeah,
he had a crappy childhood. His daddy touched him when he was younger. He's just mad at the world.
Yeah, that would not fly. No,
Trigon, dude, they would totally make Trigon. They would try to redeem
I mean, have you seen some of the mess? Like, trust me, there are female writers who would love to do that.
Like Raven's mom. Like, here's the thing, Raven's mom, I could totally buy like a college age girl doing that shit.
Especially when you realize this was probably during the 60s when it happened as well. Like, given that like Raven is probably like 17, 18, 19, 1980. So this is probably like 60
era. Yeah, like the mom's probably like doing
late 50s, early 60s is when she encountered Trigon.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, given that, like, it's 80, 81, yeah, late 60s.
Oh my god, 50s. Yeah, let's do this in our dorm room. Let's call up demons, and then that can buy that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Goddamn hippies. All right, yeah. I again, fires on all cylinders. Anyone else want to have any thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna do eventually a follow-on video because, like, I think the most interesting thing here is talking about the character dynamics.
Yeah, really
with the team. It is really strong. But it's also really nice to compare to the 2003 cartoon because, generally speaking, that's what people know.
Yeah.
The comics it's old at this point. So,
well, the thing is, the 2003 cartoon is heavily dependent on it is heavily based,
a
lot of the character. It has character dynamics. There's some there. Sorry, go ahead.
Which also helps reading this comic too. It's more of a enjoyable experience to see to be able to compare, they took Mammoth from this comic, and they're like, oh yeah, they kept some of the design of him, but they made him more look like a mammoth. Like they altered him
Yeah, I
in
think he's
a
better in the
way that
show.
were 100%. They altered him in a way to make him look better, by still capturing a little bit of what he was, even though his design was pretty terrible.
Question: have you read some of the other Teen Titans stuff? Because Teen Titans goes all the way back to the late '60s, like Mad
really,
Mod,
no.
like Mad Mod, the villain from the show,
Yeah,
is actually a villain from the original run of Titans.
No, I
The
I
Titans
believe
show is weird.
like 99% of the
And
stuff
have you
that
read
came
the
from the show
Lost
came from
Tales
the
of the
comic.
Teen Titans? Like there's
Yeah, the next
there's a
issue
show
about
like Kennedy, where like or Kennedy is, and he like willingly teleports himself back to '63 to get killed.
What?
Yeah.
That is bizarre. I can't. That's bizarre.
But I'm big into hero dynamics, especially like again. I still think 5 is most. I think 4 is the best part, because if you look at shows like Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, those teams are the best dynamics, and both teams of 4. So fight me on that.
I don't know, man.
You should watch Hunter x Hunter, Von Coleman.
Okay, I think it's Teen Titans Lost Annual. I think is the storyline that I was talking about.
All right. What about Shine, Nick? Anything you guys want to close off? Here we go. That's weird. Is Jim Alaska still mad at me?
Again, Jeff Johns' run is really good.
Very.
I haven't read the New 52 Teen Titans. Stay the heck away from Red Hood and the Outlaws. I enjoyed it, but like it is
New 52 or Rebirth?
I didn't care.
New 52s.
Yeah, the Rebirth one is actually really good though.
Oh, is it?
I read it. Yeah.
I don't remember which outlaw in the Hood I read. And I really, because I love the Hood as a character, I really wanted to enjoy it, but like I just got through one point and I couldn't. I'm like, this is not interesting. They
did
trying to make
Starfire so dirty in Red Hood.
Yeah, bro.
Well, they try to make like the Hood like cooler character, giving him the all blades, and they try to do some other stuff, and I'm just like, this isn't.
That's
lame.
like later.
I actually think New 52 was the best thing that ever happened to Red Hood, because you remember Red Hood's origin before this was Superman punched the source wall, Jason Todd's back. This one is where he gets his Lazarus pit, which I actually think is a lot better origin for him. Like, so basically, Joker kills him. Ra's al Ghul is kind of mad at himself, so he dips Jason in the Lazarus pit. That's why he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he kind of chills out, and he's a little bit of an edgy boy. I think that makes him him a really cool character. Just the whole Superman punching it is that was how it originally came back. I mean, but I think the New 52 redid his origin very well.
What about Shine? Over to you. Any closing thoughts on Teen Titans Volume 1 or just in general?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's iconic for sure. Like since we're only talking about the first 8 issues, it's iconic. It's amazing. Deathstroke. It gets even better, way better after like Judas Contract and everything. But
yes, okay. So how much of it is worth reading? Because I've heard that, because I know Marv Wolfman wrote for like comparable to Claremont, right? Didn't he write for like 16 years straight, Teen Titans? How much of that's worth reading?
Well, the thing is, even the stuff with Jose, like, because basically, eventually George Perez leaves the book, and Jose Garcia Lopez takes over. And Garcia Lopez's art is still good. Yeah, he's good. And
Tom Grummett did some stuff too, right? Didn't Tom Grummett do some?
At least once Garcia Lopez reads the books, maybe stop there, because like a lot of the Garcia Lopez stuff is still pretty good in my opinion.
Okay. Gotcha. What about
any Shimmer love?
Shimmer? Dude, I don't even remember her. What is she?
She was Mammoth's like sister or whatever. She's useless. And
was she in dude, the fact that I don't even remember her is, I guess, because I remember Gizmo. I forgot Gizmo almost looks like a fantasy character. Almost.
Yeah, he almost looks like he almost looks like Green Arrow, kind of.
Yeah, he kind of, I'm trying to think of like what the term, because you're a fantasy nerd. You probably know better than me.
Yeah.
By the way,
like the guy
like
that'd be like,
Ranger.
the guy'd be like, "Oh, I have some jewels to give to you." Like I don't know.
So I did look it up. Yes,
No.
it is Teen Titans Lost Annual Volume 1. That's the one with Kennedy in it, from 2008.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, you were saying you think that it was overall iconic and led to good, still better stuff. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to keep reading. This run, I think it holds up well. Do you guys think it? I think it holds up really well. I think, Sean, to your point, where it's like some of the concepts, like I think the stuff that Ravager, you could just tell they were like, we got to bang this out. Here's the concept of the idea. But what it did was it left the room open for other writers to come back and really flesh it out. I think the meat was, or the bones were there, and it was up to other writers. So even the like stuff that's more poorly developed, I think ultimately is solid enough to work here, but then can work. Other writers can retroactively come back, which I think is the best of what comics are, right? How many times you've read an earlier story and you're like, oh, like that was the idea, but like someone else did it better. And I think
and then you get stuff like Nightwing Year One, like I mentioned earlier, where it kind of fleshes out a certain like gap in where where he left the Titans and then he came back as Nightwing. Like they kind of tells that gap in the story, and it kind of slots into that. I think that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Why was Supergirl never on the Teen Titans, by the way? I always
she's most I think Supergirl mostly hung out with the Legion. Like she was more associated, like a lot of times she was associated with the Legion of Superheroes. I think there are
some older than a teenager, isn't she?
No, Supergirl was a teenager when she was first introduced.
I think she was on some iterations. I can't remember, like some iterations she was maybe on it, but she mostly does stuff with the Legion of Superheroes.
Which I assume at the time she probably was really popular too, though. That might be a factor as well.
Popular enough to kill her in '84.
Oh, never mind. Well, my time off, but yeah. I don't know, man. I think we've gone long enough.
Yeah, I think so too. No, it's just, what's frustrating is like right when my streams are about to end is always where like a flood of viewers come. I'm like, oh,
dude, my streams, it usually takes me like an hour for people to start filtering.
Shine, you have like you got a ton of viewers. Like maybe I should get into more drama.
I mean, I don't get in drama. People like get me in drama. Like,
I know. You'll what I like about what you do is you'll say something, you have an opinion. People try to yell at you, and you're like, nope. I stand by what I said.
Yeah, like I stand on everything. Like they it's like.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go. I was done.
Do you want to talk about? So I don't know if you guys know this. Shine, and then we'll get to closing out. Shine was, because you're talking about the Deathstroke run.
Yeah, you can talk about it. Yeah.
All right. So Shine did a video like praising this writer. Oh, I forgot you hadn't looked at the video. Like it totally did this great video about Christopher Priest where you were like praising him, and then you said you didn't see a single bad thing about him, and then he like threatened to sue you.
Yeah, literally. The video's down. The video is gonna be up again tomorrow, and it's like I'll show you. And
wait, really? Wow, good for you. You're just like, nope.
Yeah, it's just like it's weird, bro.
You interviewed
what is
him
even there to sue over?
Yeah,
if you didn't disparage him, what is there to sue over?
So can you see it?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, here it is right here. Like, how do I click this? Yeah, so like it's literally removed, demonetized, gone. And
damn. So what happened? What? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, essentially, like, so yeah, he put a false copyright strike. He pretty much said, how do I click on that? Whatchamacallit?
Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah, here it goes. Yeah, he put a false copyright strike where he like said, because there was a photo of him and Chadwick Boseman in it, and he says,
which he's posted publicly.
You're right, publicly, and it's called fair use. So, I mean, like everything you just showed on the screen, the Teen Titans stuff, all of that's copyrighted too, but it's fair use. It's commentary.
Real estate.
Right, yeah. And I sent the counter notification, and essentially he asked 10 business days to actually sue me, or the video is going to go back up. Tomorrow's going to mark 10 business days, so it's gonna go back up. So,
Dude,
yeah.
it's nuts, man. It's the abuse of the copyright system. It's
That's
crazy.
upsetting though, because I know you were like, because I've only read like a few of his things. I had full intention of reading more.
Yeah, I've read everything. Is that like I have videos like what millions of views, like literally just promoting his work, talking about it. Like a lot of people.
Never anything in return, right? You never like
never. And I don't want anything. Like I was literally like I didn't even talk about this. Like he like I tried to interview him again. Like I interviewed him at like the comic convention, but I wanted to interview him again because he's a guy who made a Black Panther white. And like I was,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, I was enjoying the series. I wanted to promote it, and he like didn't reply to any of those emails. Like he just stopped replying. But he was replying to somebody else's emails who I was cool with, and I was like, okay, interesting. But I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
I still kept promoting his work, and I don't know. It's so weird.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
that sucks. All right, so I don't think I've had issues with creators was fan of, but I don't think I've ever had any try to sue me. I think you've got me beat.
Who's the creator again?
Christopher Priest.
Oh, Boycott Priest. Okay.
Yeah, Christopher Priest. So he did.
You play like 1 second of like a Dragon Ball theme music, and you'll get like copyright by like 1,000 Chinese companies.
Toonami, or is it Toonami?
Toei.
Which is the one that owns Avatar? Because they're really bad. Viacom is so bad. You
also WWE is ruthless.
Oh yeah.
Are they those two are bad? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Viacom's bad, but yeah. So that's so you could follow Shine's legal trouble. No, I'm kidding. You're gonna be just.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Yeah, like I remember my haters like this one weirdo, bro. I'm not even gonna say his name, but like he was like, this is a grown ass man, like 30 years old, 35. Like, well, he's a big channel with like 600K. Like he was like, yeah, Christopher Priest is about to shoot Shine Comics out of existence. Like he was like laughing and stuff, and it's like, no, like I haven't received any legal notice, any cease and desist, because he has no case. Like it's not defamation.
I got to admit though, that's a pretty witty line though. I got to admit.
I mean,
gonna shoot Shiny out of existence. Come on, that's pretty witty.
Yeah.
But no, this is great. Everyone check out Shine's channel. Not that he needs my promotion, but you never know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are pretty much the same channel size, right?
Yeah, dude. Well, your videos, I gotta get like the quality of your video. The amount of time you must have taken on that video essay too.
Yeah, 3 weeks, like a month, literally. 30-minute video.
Hey.
Yeah, I believe.
Well, I'll watch it once it comes back up tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but wait, so you're still are you changing any because you were so nice to Christopher Priest? Are you changing it?
Wait, what do you mean changing what?
Like, are you changing the video when you re-upload it?
Nah, it's gonna be how it is. Like, cause the video is still truthful. Like, even like it's still facts. Like, it's all public information. So I'm not changing anything. I did put a disclaimer in the comments. I just don't know why. Like, he's it's just self-hatred. Like, it's like I don't know why you're trying to defend, these corporations who don't care about you. Like, I'm the only person, literally, like so many people in the comments were like, I didn't even know this guy existed before you talked about
leave my billion-dollar company alone.
Literally, like you're ruining my job. I'm like, bro, what jobs are they giving you? Like I don't know, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you must have said because you basically just took quotes directly from him. Yeah, what I remember. So maybe there was something. I don't want to speculate, but
some of these artists just have very thin egos, and
I've noticed. I have noticed.
Yeah. I have a video on a certain. I was gonna I'm probably gonna wait to do it, but yeah, I have a video on who y'all are probably talking about coming soon too. It's gonna be like a documentary type video.
Well, you need information.
That doesn't really get clicks anymore. It's pretty dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I could get Priest clicks, I could get that person.
Yeah. All right, well,
it's gonna be fun.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. You guys check out my channel. Subscribe to Rebel Oasis Studio, the newsletter on my website, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
and
there's about to be a better story coming to
yeah. Some hack is doing some work for me, so check that out. Phoenix Press, where can everyone find you?
All right, so you can find me on Twitter at Phoenix Press. YouTube, just search same. You might know me from the comic called Screecher. We're working on the trade right now and getting Volume 2, which, by the way, Volume 2 is edited by this very good-looking gentleman right here.
No, me. You just pointed at
I am good-looking.
No, I was going this way.
Wait, but what? Hang on. What does it look like on your end? Because on my
I
end,
think doesn't it look different on YouTube?
Does it look different on YouTube?
I was pointing this way. Like, I'm
right, but
anyway, Vaughn is editing it. Vaughn is editing.
I'm not in that direction on my screen. I'm in a different.
Fine, whatever.
All right.
Vaughn is editing volume 2.
Yeah.
Doing a really good job. I got a really amazing team assembled. I cannot wait to show you that. Vaughn, as a person who has seen the volume 2 script, what do you think of them?
So I give you my editor's notes, but I think it's definitely. I think you're improving more and more as a writer. I'm definitely excited to be a part of this. I think it's pretty solid. You're doing some solid work, man.
Well, thank you.
And Shiny, you got a comic in the works too, right?
Yeah. That one's gonna be fun to do. I can't wait for that.
I saw you change your thing.
Change what?
Yeah.
All
right. So on that note, guys, Phenomenal
Bully Von Coleman
is I'm gonna play the outro. We can talk in the back if you want. But I'm gonna play the outro. It's gonna be the issue 3 trailer, which is fully colored. It's being lettered right now. Peace.